Hello everyone, I am Zeros, and I've been a professional poker player since 2010, mostly playing online cash games. Today I am taking on a new challenge. I am going to compete in the best live poker events, traveling around the world while I try to climb the all-time money list and share all of these experiences through videos on this channel. I am starting this challenge with around 1.5 million in live tournament winnings, and my first goal is to reach $10 million in winnings, and from there, do the best I can to make the top 100 on the all-time money list. That's enough of an introduction, so let's go straight into the first event of the challenge. Alright guys, today we are starting our challenge, and we are doing it here in Cyprus at the Onyx High Roller Series. I've sent a bankroll of $165,000 to play the tournaments you are seeing on screen. These are all 10k plus buying events, and most of them have unlimited re-entries in the first 8 to 10 hours of play. As for the player field, I think is going to be pretty diverse. There are a lot of wealthy people from Russia, Turkey, and the Middle East who come here on vacation, and these tournaments are also expected to draw a lot of elite players. Let's go play and see what we find. Alright guys, I've been playing for a few hours now, and we are getting close to the money in the first 10k tournament of this series. So far I've had a bit of everything. On the first bullet I call a pre-flop all-in with pocket kings, my opponent has king-queen offsuit, and the flop comes queen-queen whatever. He flop trips, and no miracle on the turn or the river. Then on the next bullet I bust after a hero call that goes wrong against the good old Arthur Martirosyan, and now I am on the third bullet. The most relevant hand I've had so far was pocket aces. The hand gets open to 10k, and I raise to 30k from the small blind. The big blind comes along, and the original raiser calls 2. The flop comes queen 8, 6, and I bet 35k with about 90k behind. Against this bet, the big blind makes the call, and the opener jumps.
All in.
I am definitely calling it off, so I act like I am thinking for a few seconds, and I call. Then the big blind calls the floor over because he wants to ask if he can re-enter if he loses the tournament. If he can re-enter, he's calling. If he can't, he's folding. So they confirm he can re-enter, and he makes the call. Three-way all-in, I show my aces. The big blind shows 4-5, suited, I believe, and the opener shows pocket 8s for a set on the flop. On the flop, I am basically dead, but the turn comes an ace. And the river, a card that changes nothing. So I triple up here, and I am sitting on a stack of a little over 350k. Now the plan is to get back to the table, make it through the day, and do everything I can to get into the money. Alright guys, I wasn't expecting this to happen, but basically I have been playing a 10k 6 max today and I made it to the final table. We are 7 players, 6 are going to get into the money, and the winner of this tournament is going to win $123,000.
Bene. Good luck.
Okay guys, we could make it into the money. Now it's time to fight for chips and try to go deep in this tournament. It's not going to be easy because I have 2 of the very best poker players in the world right to my right and right to my left. So wish me luck.
Go. It's fine? Yeah.
Today is the day of the 25K main event. I was supposed to have $165,000 budget already here in the casino, but it turns out that not all the money I sent has arrived. This matters because this is an unlimited re-entry tournament during the first 10 levels of the day, and it has 3 days one. As of now, I have enough money for 3 shots in the tournament, and just so you know, it's a huge one with big prizes, and I am really looking forward to playing it. Let's go. I have been playing the main event for 4 hours now, and I have 2 interesting hands to share. In the first hand, the hijack open raises the pot, and I am in the cutoff and I raise with queens to 10.5k. My opponent thinks for a bit and makes the call. The flop comes ace-9 and another low card, and after he checks, I bet to 7k. My opponent calls and the turn comes another ace. He checks again. Now I am thinking, if I check back and he bets the river, I am not going to have an easy call. And the reason is because there aren't many flush or straight draws that could call the flop because it was super dry. So that means that his calling range on the flop might not bluff enough if he bets on the river. For that reason, I think it makes more sense to bet the turn if I think he will call with enough worse hands. I end up betting 22k against this opponent, and after thinking for a while, he calls. The river is a low card, he checks, and I check back. He shows pocket eights, so the turn plan works out, and I win the pot. In the next hand, and this is the most important hand I played so far, Arthur Martirosyan opens from the cutoff, and I am on the button and I raise to 22k with pocket aces. He thinks for a bit and raised the pot to 57k. I think his range is really polarized here, and with the pot already this big, I benefit from keeping the bluffs in, so I just call. The flop is king and 2 low cards, and Arthur bets 31k. I make the call. The turn is a jack, and after thinking for about 30 seconds, he shoves all in. I call, and he turns over ace-queen. The river is an 8, and it's almost a double up of that hand. So far, we've been doing pretty well, and the tournament just started, so let's go back to the table, and let's see what we can do.
Please, the main event is here and we are 1 hour in break.
That was a good dinner, guys. Now it's time to head back to the tables. It's important to know that now I cannot rebuy anymore. If I lose the tournament, that was it, because it was late registration until dinner break. So far I am doing pretty well. I have a little bit over 800k, I believe, but only 1/3 of the players are going to play the day 2. So that means anything can happen. You go in?
I had those thoughts. But by the river, you go.
Maybe.
Depends.
Alright, we have two all-in cards. We're going to start with table 2. Where are we from? We have Ace, Ace 4. And then we play the show Ace 7. We play the Jack 4. That's right. When is the 6, we have another line. We have all-in card, table number 1. Today shows Ace 9 off. We go like Ace Jack. That means Queen 3 Jack. So it is a 10. River is a 6. We do lost the player.
Okay guys, not bad. 1.4 million. And the average stack is 1.6, but yeah, not bad. I had a bigger stack right next to me, which made things way more difficult. Happy to survive. I was wondering how much is the value of my stack right now, because I have about 6 initial stacks, and 250k is worth $25,000 in this tournament. So it could be 200k easily, maybe more. Anyway, I think my brain doesn't work, it's too late. So I will go to sleep and see you soon in the continuation of this tournament. Alright guys, today is the day 2 of the main event, the 25k, and I was checking the chip counts of today's opponents, and it looks like one of the players I played quite a bit with yesterday, Alexei Borovkov, is the chip leader. His online nickname is Aurora, and we used to play together cash games before 2019, when I switched formats and became a tournament player. There are also going to be other legendary players on day 2, like Patrick Antonius, so it should be fun to play today. Let's go to the tournament.
Shut up the table.
Two players on. Three players on.
Okay guys, I've now played a couple of levels in this day 2, and we finally have the payout structure. You can see it right here. A lot of big prizes and more than $1 million for the winner. Right now I have around 1.9 million chips, and I am a little bit below average with about 30 big blinds in the next level. All I can say right now is I am gonna do my best to make the final table, but we are going to need some luck.
Call.
Тут aqui, filho. Opa! Второй раз я вам. Тут 25.
Call.
This will be difficult to win.
No, no. What you just saw is the kind of content I'll be posting on this channel. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. That will help me more than you can imagine to continue making this content. That's all for today. See you in the next video.